Grade 1 to 4, it just changed. Nagsisikad ako agad. On the day, parang, oh, may sikad. Hintay ka ng sikad. Sikad yung, hindi yung tricycle, yung parang may tao na magsikad. So na-confused ako, but I was like, okay lang, I don't mind. When I graduated grade 6, I was happy. And then, first year high school. I got into this school, maganda talaga. And then, I was confused. I was confused because in Dipolog, I get to eat so much. So much food. But in Cebu, sometimes there's no food. But there's rice. So, first year high school, I was like, oh, bakit? Like, parang, it's just rice there. And then, like my dad said na, anong nasa table mo, kakainin mo. I was hungry. I was so hungry. Because I got in intrams because actually football, I love so many sports then. I like this sport and that, but I don't want to join Boy Scout. So I was lucky now when I played intrams. I'm hungry. But in my head, I was like, you got into this really good school. So, sometimes it's, diba, it's mahirap na parang, oh, walang taste minsan. So that's when I start putting toyo. I don't know how to cook. I was first year. That's when I put toyo. Man, it tastes so good. Isipin mo na lang, totoo talaga yung sinabi na, isipin mo na lang na baboy yan. And then, minsan may food, pero walang laman. Parang like ground beef lang. Ground beef lang, walang laman. So, parang tasteless pa rin. So, I put ketchup. So, minsan walang ketchup, walang bola-bola. That's when I talk to my sister. I knock and I tell her na gutom. Still feel it. Gutom. And she just gives me this genuine smile na parang walang problema. She tells me, Chico, let's sleep it out. Sad part is like, that's my sister experiencing it there. Oh, she's hungry, I'm hungry, but how can she give me that smile? But there's still rice, so minsan, fast forward time to time, minsan I pretend na I'm full, I pretend na I ate, sa bahay ng kaibigan ko na oy, I ate. So, she can eat kasi maliit lang yung bola-bola. I ate, wala kang malakas. So, I take a bath. She's done, she goes down. I go up and I eat the same food for almost at least 3-4 times a week. And then one of my katulong, my boy, sabi niya, lagyan mo ng oil. Masarap yan. So, inigyan ko ng oil, ketchup, toyo, all together. Sipin ko, baboy yan. Sipin ko, chicken yan. It's all mentality lang eh. Because the most important thing, I never blame my dad or my mom kasi wala sila dyan. But I have school. I have school. It's a really good school. And I'm happy. Minsan, in school, because I don't have much allowance. Some of my friends are like, hey, Chick, you want to eat something? I would just take it. I wouldn't say, ah, no, man, I would take it. So I'm hungry. And one time, I ate whole for 1.5 years, just chicken, thigh part, the whole year. It tastes good, and that's the only thing I can afford there. Everything's expensive in that school. But in my head, as long as mabusog ka lang, kahit anong ilagay mo, mabusog ka lang, you get training. Kasi guys, I had a dream. First time in my life, I got a dream to become the best sa football. And fourth year, something happened. I got in Dipolog. I studied there. This and that. I got to play Palarong Pambansa, and I was so happy with that. First time ever my dad saw me play. And I was so proud wearing my jersey with his name sa back niya. Because every time I play tournaments, you never see it. Mahal yung load eh. Wala pa yung social media, mahal yung load. So he calls once or twice a week, say, Chick, musta yung tournament mo? I have 1 cleats. Because that's all he can afford. 1 cleats, I put tape, and people ask, why do you put tape? Is that for like, parang pa-choy-choy, parang pa-good shot, and I'm like, wow, your cleats has a tape. That's all I can afford. He gave me 1 cleat. My uncle gave me 1 cleat. That's all I had for like 3 years. Sa pinakamapangit na field in Cebu. But that didn't stop me. We don't have a garden. So I want to become the best. It was kind of late. I want to become the best. So after training, when I go home, before I eat, there's a street light in front of my house. There's a big house. There's a street light there. I just juggle a ball or train. Kahit mahirap minsan kasi the street light, minsan hindi siya mahayag. That didn't stop me sa dream ko because my dad always tells me this, sacrifice to gain something in the end. Mahirap ang buhay, but if meron kang dream, protect it talaga. Because it's you. At the end of the day, all we have to do is support you lang. Ikaw magdesisyon na matutulog ka, ikaw magdesisyon na kakain ka ng ganito, ganyan. Ikaw magdesisyon, ikaw yung last decision. Kahit laming magbigay mo ng advice, ikaw ang last decision na magsabi na yes or no. All the way to college, it was hard pa rin. But parang nasanay na ako. It was still there. You know, yun na-think ko na, wow, someone, so I was like, Pa, can you watch my game? Pa, can you watch this tournament? It's really big. Can you watch this, please? Sabi niya, I'd rather give you allowance than watch that game. Yung plete mahal eh. So I think 1,600 ata yan. I'd rather give us allowance, me and my sister. That's when I realized na, he loves me so much kahit wala siya doon. Kasi, I know he loves me so much kasi he calls almost every day kahit mahirap yung load. He tells me na, I mean, he don't want to see his son play kahit he wants to, as long as he can give them allowance. Me and my sister. So he only saw me play 3 times. Lahat ng tournaments ko. He doesn't know any social media. He stopped smoking because one time we were watching Champions League and I went out. I was like, Pa, I can't breathe. He started smoking high school and he stopped that. And he was like around 54. When I went out, the next day he stopped, and that's when we have a proper conversation talaga, because it's always a phone. It's always a phone saying, Pa, I scored a goal. And I see so many parents of my teammates. I grab my shirt. I just look up. Kasi said, ang Ginoo na dira. That Jesus is there. God is there. All my goals, pa, if there's pictures, that's all you. I score them. And I just sometimes think, if this is Abiliana, you're there. The first time you watched me, I scored that goal with you and my mom. Jane, my mom. First time. No, you remember that day? First time, watch me play, I scored that goal, and the through pass, the play, everything, you stood up. I remember that. I was so proud scoring that goal. I didn't even care about my teammates. So, thank you. I know I won't be in Singapore because of you. I know I won't be picked up in an international football league because of you. Those trips in Vietnam, I know. I won't be there because of you. Because of him, guys. Because of him. This guy loves me so much, loves us so much. So even though I'm hungry, I tell him I'm hungry. He said, kain lang, kain ka lang, kain ka lang, kain ka lang. Kain ka lang, lagyan mo ng ano dyan, kain ka lang, mabusog ka tulog. And then, I don't know how we really paid everything. I don't know how, parang life for him was really unfair. Life for this guy was really unfair. He's there for everybody. Especially when I knew we had a financial debt. I knew that recently. He didn't tell me because he wants me to focus the dreams ko. I'm so lucky with this guy because he never pressured me all my life. Kahit all my friends, most of other people sabi na, grabe Chico, 8 years college, congrats. My cousin, kadugo ko, kapag si Chico kukuha ng itong kurso, 10 years. An aunt told me, what do you get with football? So many people, even by blood, told me, you're nothing, all you have is this. That's why I don't find compliments, but I'm like, oh no, I don't see it. In my head, this guy, I don't know how, but he's my idol. He's my idol forever, and I can see minsan na, there's a story also na some taxi drivers, kasi maglalakad ako, maghintay ng jeep. Minsan, may taxi drivers may sabi, kailangan ko papa mo, si Epus. Sabi na, I worked for him sa construction back then. Kahit wala akong pinagtapos. Kahit alam niya na may ginagawa ko mali, sabi niya, yung tao, may iba. Kahit yung tao, grabe yung records nila. Sabi niya, makatulong ka, tulungan kita. Bibigyan kita ng pagkain. Minsan yung papa ko kasi yung construction, umiyak siya kasi saging lang kakainin niya. Kahit siya yung head engineer, saging lang kakainin niya kasi uunahin niya yung mga tao na nagtrabaho. Kasi alam niya, may pamilya silang uuwian. May pamilya silang magsabi, huy, si Papa magbigay ng pera ngayon. So sabi niya, meron silang pamilyang uuwian. Meron silang family na i-feed nila. So kahit saging lang kakainin niya, lagyan niya lang ng asukal, okay siya. Basta uunahin mo yung tao na may kailangan. Basta meron ka pang makain, kahit ano yan, you can survive. Sa utak mo lang yan lahat. Ilagay mo lang dapat si Diyos, yung Diyos sa lahat. Ilagay mo ang Diyos. Una talaga siya. And then your family. And then follow and then follow. So I idolize this guy so much because I know he loves us so much. Even though He doesn't buy anything for himself as long as he knows na I have something to eat. I have clothes. I have anything talaga na makain or ano. He supported me. So this is my dad, guys. I love him so much, and I don't know how he survived. He doesn't even want to tell me. But he loves me so much, not just me, but everyone who needs help. Even if we have so much debts, he finds so many ways talaga. Kahit he wants to give up, he find ways. You can find way. Because he said, if you wake up, you have 24 hours to change your future. If you can help someone, help them. It's not about how much you have, it's how much you can help that person. Because even if kahit yung tulong mo hawak lang sa kamay pasakan na tulungan mo yan kasi mahirap siya mag-stand up, help them. They need it. Yun lang po. Salamat kuya, and he's my dad. Next po ay si Kobe. Can I use the toilet for it? After.